Hi everyone, it's Natalie. This is my Module 4 initial post. And I enjoyed the readings and especially the videos this week. The issue or the population that of marginalization that I chose to focus on is those that are affected by adult centrism. So I watched the video on the introduction to adult centrism, and I really enjoyed that and found that insightful. And so during that video, three concepts were discussed: adult centrism, adultism, and adultocracy. And and they're all very interrelated. And so adult centrism was defined as the thinking or acting from the perspective of adults without considering the perspectives of children or youth. And then the further you watch the video, he also discusses that it's the thinking that the world revolves around the needs, wants, and perspective of adults. And so I am actually a early childhood education faculty member, so I essentially teach teachers who work with children birth through age 8. And so adult centrism is a huge concept that we discuss. Even though I didn't necessarily know the terminology around it, we talk about how we as big people have to begin to view the world not only through our adult lens but also through the child lens, and try to make adjustments accordingly to our instruction, to the environment, to our interactions. So this is huge in my realm, and we spend a lot of time on this. So that's how it's related to my experience in education. So how do I address the issues? Because oftentimes we have individuals come into the classroom, into my classroom, and say, I really want to be a teacher. But they have that old school way of thought where the child should have to sit for hours at the time. They should be doing flashcards, and so it's all about changing that frame of mind through my instruction. So once I feel like now I'm able to actually put terminology behind it, and we can define it as adult centrism. And so once they're made aware of the concept, then providing those practical experiences where we can sit back and say, did you see what happened? So an example would be we have an on-campus childcare lab where we take care of community children and faculty members' children during the day, provide child care services to them. And so our students are actually able, they can sit back and observe the teachers in the classroom, and so they can reflect and say, did you see any examples of adult centrism occur in that interaction? Also, another thing, they can actually go in the classroom themselves and interact with the children. And so we can videotape them and their interactions and look and see all the examples of adult centrism. So one thing discussed in the video is the physical design of the environment. And so it was said that either we don't focus on how the child may see it, or we over focus, and so we may oversimplify or overcorrect. So like furniture in a classroom may be extremely low. It may be from one extreme to the other. Either we don't have it, or it's extremely low or overly simple what we're asking the children to do. So finding that happy medium of challenging yet achievable is something we also discuss. And so addressing the issue would be causing them to reflect on what they see, reflect on what they do, what they hear, and their experiences. And so I feel like teaching these individuals the right way to interact with children is an action that can be taken to change the marginalization. So making them aware of the concept that it exists, and then teaching them to critically reflect on things that they see. Not even just at the school, but maybe also out in the community. Bring some of those examples back so that we can become aware and make the changes that need to occur. Another action can be that could be taken would be to do a campaign like we did the white privilege campaign. Maybe you would do a campaign focused around adult centrism, um, and get the entire campus involved and maybe even the community. So those are some actions that can be taken to change. They may be small scale, but you have to start somewhere. And I do think adult centrism is an issue. And if we continue, as the video said, seeing children simply as a consumer of adult products and services, I do fear that we're going to create this feeling where children are not valued, they have no purpose, they don't belong. Um, and so we need to move from that to making them feel like they contribute to society and they're valuable members. Thanks.